This morning, as you can see, we're all dressed up and in costume, and if you love the idea of Halloween and making your own costumes, but you need the perfect machine or serger to do so, that's what you're going to find in this show. I want you to know it is National Sewing Month, so you're seeing some amazing prices, and we are ready to go. I want to introduce you to our expert. She's an author, she's an interior designer, she is a fashion designer, she is a television expert. Her name is Darlene Cahill.
Hi, Tamara.
Hi, it's great to have you, and you have to, can you step just to the side, because we have to see your costume.
This is a commercial pattern by Butterick, and you can make your own costumes as well, but you need a sewing machine to do that. And you just follow it step by step. Renting a costume like this would cost hundreds of dollars, and it would only be for 1 or 2 days. Imagine being able to have a wardrobe of costumes from all the different eras of the silhouettes of clothes and the styles of apparel through the ages, and how much fun you'll be able to have dressing up.
Oh,
so today,
love it.
We're going to start out with the Try Me piece. This is the So Easy.
So easy. I have to say, over 16,000 units of these sold. We're down to just the white, the pink, and the lavender. And the price that you see is for our sewing month because we're celebrating. So if you want it, go ahead and save a couple dollars, get it this month. Lavender is going to be the most limited. So if you want the lavender especially, you've got that. But this actually is a little machine that still has a lot of power.
It does. It does a genuine lock stitch, Tamara. That means there's a bobbin thread and a top thread, exactly the way that the larger scale size sewing machines have. And speaking of larger scale size, you wouldn't expect a small machine of this stature to be able to go through faux fur and felt and flannel and fleece and all of the different fabrics. You have your seersucker, your dupioni silk, your tapestry from Home Deck. And here's what's key. Look at that genuine locked stitch. So on both sides you have that strength and integrity, so it's going to hold up. If you have a temporary bond to do, then you would use a chain stitch, one of those little handheld machines. But if you're going to learn the life skill of sewing and you want to show it, you got to sew it. And you want to sew it with something that's going to last, something that's going to hold true. This machine has built-in features. For instance, a variable stitch lengths, a built-in light, which you would, well, let's see. Well, here we go. A built-in light. There you go.
There you
would never expect that at this price point. You also have a pull-down reverse, an on-off switch, and 2 different speeds. Now on the back, you'll notice here that you can pop up a little bobbin winder, and voila, there's a retractable metal spool pin for your larger bobbins. Now you see that by itself it is a free arm. It's small enough to fit right in the palm of my hand. It has rubber toes so it won't slip on a hard surface. We are giving you a plug, we are giving you an AC adapter, as well as a foot pedal, so you can use the machine with that, with the foot pedal, as you saw me do moments ago, or you can just plug it in, take away the foot pedal, and use it on your lap with just the on-off switch. Or you can put 4 AA batteries underneath this machine, and you can make it go. Now you're sewing on the go, literally. At the ball field, in the car, you're taking it to the airport, wherever you have to wait, in the doctor's office. I mean, there's all, well, I don't know, it might be a little noisy for that, but backstage at the dance recital, or at the kids' ball game, or the school play, wherever it is that you need to sew, isn't it nice to know that now you can sew anytime, anywhere, in just about any position, and get that locking bond that we need to stay and withstand the test of time. Now, not only will you be receiving this sewing machine, which is not a toy, this is a full-size, fully functioning sewing machine, you're also getting all of these accessories.
All of this, okay, all for under $27. Remember, that price is just for this month.
You have your 10 full-size spools worth of thread, a 60-inch measuring tape with trimmers, a thimble, a needle threader, bobbins, buttons, snaps, extra needles, 50 hand needles, and I want you to notice these bobbins, they're pre-threaded, Tamara. They come in a rainbow of colors. So now they'll go with all the seasons of your wardrobe and throughout the year as you're doing repairs or you're making that quick extra little costume or that extra pillow for your home deck. You will have the colors to coordinate with the fabrics that you purchased to use. Now let me show you some of the things that you'll be getting with this machine that come with. Hold on, this is tying me down.
That come along with it.
So here you see this is with the automatic needle threader. And the automatic needle threader has a tiny piece of wire, put it the opposite way through the needle, the eye of the needle, go ahead and pull that through.
And that's
so
easy.
See, you're automatically threaded. Notice while we're here, the top loading drop-in bobbin, the metal feed dog that pulls the fabric through, and the metal throat plate. You would never expect to see metal parts at this price point.
You wouldn't. And I mean, the thing is, we did the price even better just because we're celebrating National Sewing Month. But when you see everything that you get along with your choice of colors this morning, whether it's pink or white or lavender, and think about all the different things that you can do. Darlene mentioned home decor projects, which we've done. She mentioned costumes, which we've done. What about if it's kids' costumes or your own clothes? What about if it's just making something that's going to be special for the season? This is the way that you go. We do have a Sewing Month price. We do have them this morning. And the fact is, we do have other machines in this hour. We've got a serger coming up. We do have other machines coming up in this hour. But this is going to be really nice for those quick, easy jobs that still require a lot of power that you don't want to or can't do by hand.
That's exactly right. And you wouldn't get the precision by hand. Look, here's the truth. We want every home in America to have a sewing machine.
Yeah.
Just like every home in America needs cookware.
Yes,
I mean,
and a computer. And you know what?
Exactly.
This machine takes the intimidation factor out of sewing.
Oh, good point,
Doesn't
Tamara.
it?
Yes, because it's so friendly, the colors. You have that little girl pink and the beautiful white with the lavender knobs, and then, of course, the lavender. We are sold out now of the other three colors, I believe, so these are definitely been popular this month. It's a great gift. And by the way, when you open your packaging, and you're going to be so excited because your machine will be nestled in here, and sometimes we just throw away the styrofoam, but nestled inside the styrofoam, you're going to find your AC adapter and your foot pedal. Please make sure you don't discard them accidentally. Always look for your accessory parts in the packaging of whatever it is that you purchase here at HSN. And know that you are getting a sewing machine from the company White, which is a sister company to Husqvarna Viking. And it's a company that's been around since 1858.
Wow.
In the late 1800s, you had the introduction in the mid-1800s of sewing machines that were electric. No more having to use a treadle, and it took the hand sewing factor completely out of the picture. From then on, everything was machine sewn.
Machine sewn, and it just makes it so easy. You've got the precision that you need. You saw how fast and how quickly Darlene did that, going all the way around that hem. That was what, a minute and a half, maybe.
And we're back to school right now. I know you're assessing your new your clothes from last winter and seeing what you can pull into this winter to stretch those wardrobe dollars.
Right.
And then, you know, just by adding a couple of fad pieces, an accessory piece, or maybe a wide belt, or a special scarf, or a cape, or whatever it is that happens to be hot that season. A ruffly blouse this year. You know, ruffles are all over the runway.
They're everywhere.
So you go ahead and incorporate that. And then what we have on this machine is the ability to wind a bobbin. Believe it or not, this machine will wind a bobbin. Let's see if I can do it with you holding it.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Wow. Look at that.
And look at how fast it's
winding away. So now, when you go through those 23 pre-wound bobbins and you're ready to wind your own, isn't it nice to know that you have a feature on this little bugger that's going to wind your bobbin?
You know what, because sometimes people look at the little machine that we've had, and we've sold over 16,000 here. They look at it and say, well, it's a toy. But as you can clearly see, it's not a toy. And what you can't tell from here is that we've sold so many that many of the colors are already gone. The lavender that I'm holding is going to be the next one to go, and then the pink and then the white. So if you want these this morning, and you want this lavender, this definitely is the way to go. We've been talking about National Sewing Month throughout the entire month of September, but we are now coming to the end of September. So this is what you want to pick up. You're going to get the small sewing machine, but you also get all of the extras that allow you to, the minute you get it home, it allows you to start sewing. At that point, all you need is fabric and creativity.
That's right. And you know what, Tamara? I know that probably in your notes, because this shipment might have been 16,000 pieces.
Yes.
But over the course of the last 4 years, it's been hundreds of thousands of pieces. Probably closer to 300,000 pieces, believe it or not.
Yes.
We have gone through so many of these machines. And I'm excited because that means that America's sewing again.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. Because I think it's a life skill that will be able to help you express your creativity, awaken that that self-expression that's been a sleeping giant inside you, allow you to do things with your hands and have tangible evidence of manipulation of the soft goods that surround you.
Yes.
Whether it's something you're wearing or something that you're adorning in your home with. It's just something that we all need to be able to do.
You can put your own personal stamp on it. Some of my favorite memories are of the costumes and the clothing that my mother sewed for me. For my first, I think 6 years of school, all of the pictures, all of my school pictures were worn. I was wearing actually an outfit that my mother sewed for me, and I love it.
Isn't that great? Yeah. That brings back great memories.
You know what? We're talking about costumes this morning, National Sewing Month. Look, I think there's oh my God, another costume in the mix.
Who is that?
It's Austin Powers.
You know what I think? I think this sewing machine is groovy, baby. Yeah.
So good.
You look better than I do, I have to tell you.
Look at
by
this.
far.
Look at this.
Can you tell who I'm supposed to be?
I feel like your great-great-great-grandmother.
What do we look like? All in the name of HSN Halloween. Oh my God.
You're going to sew with us today?
Let's go sew.
You look so good.
But you know, this is, I have to tell you, this is something that you could do. You know, you can make costumes and things if you know how to sew. And this is a great way to start.
Because how much would you pay to rent a costume, to buy a costume? And when you have something, when you can actually sew it, you can make it your own. If it needs to be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter for you, this is the way you do it.
You make it fit exactly. You don't have to worry about who the last person was that was wearing it. Right, and you don't have to worry about getting it back on time if you happen to really like to stay up and party late.
Yeah.
Right.
If you spill something on it, you don't have to worry about having to pay that fee for that.
And be able to do it all. And you know, most of the sewing that you'll be doing will have a straight stitch. This machine will certainly get you bit by the sewing bug, so that we hope you'll move into another assortment. And please check out our lovely sewing assortment on hsn.com.
And you know, the thing is, it's so funny because when I first got this costume, when they got this for me on HSN, you know, it was too long. So the guys and girls in the back, they had to hem the pants.
Fantastic.
This is the perfect way to do it because you can do a genuine lock stitch for $26 and change. This is so much fun.
That's nice, Adam.
You look good. You do.
Oh my gosh. Stay right there.
Remember that price is only for our National Sewing Month, and it's only for right now. If you want the lavender, you have to get it this morning. 353-178. You get everything that you need, you plug it in, and you're sewing right on the spot.